Hello, I am Ginkgo from Komorebi Mind Healing Retreats in Dawlish by the Sea in Devon. Today I want to talk a little bit about trauma and how it affects us at the very early stages, or when it first emerges in childhood. Babies. Babies are authentic, and before their mind actually comes online, before they actually start processing reason and thoughts, they are just in their body experiencing sensations, and they respond according to how they feel. So if a baby is unwell and its tummy's hurting, it just cries. If the baby needs its nappy changing and it's feeling uncomfortable, it will cry. Baby's happy, what does it do? It gurgles, and if it can get hold of its rattle, it'll do that. If mum or dad gives the baby some food and they don't like that food, what does the baby do? It'll spit it out. It doesn't have to pretend that it likes it. If the baby's tired and it's not crying, it'll just go to sleep. And there we have this process: sleep, cry, laugh. Sleep, cry, laugh, spit out some food. And it's all happening very quickly. The baby doesn't dwell in one particular state. Providing that it's loved, it can grow up and feel safe and feel free to experiment and say what it wants and do what it wants without any fear. Problems come later when the baby's mind comes online, and it can monitor the responses to its behaviour. If unconditional love is missing, and what's that? That means there is abuse, or there is neglect, or there's anger in the house, or the child can't express itself, it can't express its opinions, or give any advice, or say what it wants to do, for fear of being judged or criticised. These sort of things that we call unconditional love, it means that certain things are going to happen to that baby. It's going to modify its behaviour. In another video I talk in greater detail about this, but essentially it starts with the wings of self-expression shutting down. And that freedom to laugh and play and be creative and try new things or express your opinion, that stops. It goes on and it gets worse. But after the self-expression has kicked in, or lack of, the child adapts in other ways, subtly often. It might be compliant and think that it needs to be well behaved and earn favour. It thinks that love is conditional, and if the conditions can be met, then it will get the love it needs. Because for that baby, it doesn't need to be loved for the sake of love. It needs love to feel safe. Love equals safety. After that adaptation, what's going to happen is that we're going to either have a healthy adult that can communicate and socialise and is happy and goes through life with its plans and its goals and feel entitled to progression, or an adult that is going to find difficulty with those particular problems. One thing that's likely to happen is that that child will take the not feeling safe because they weren't loved unconditionally into their adulthood. Now they might be hyper-vigilant, on alert, critically not feeling safe. They're not feeling safe logically, but their nervous system isn't feeling safe either. In fact, they're not in the rest and digest safe state. They're in a survival state. A state we often call fight or flight, where all sorts of things are happening to the nervous system that cause anxiety, that cause things like inflammation. And there'll be repercussions food tolerances, lack of sleeping, a lack of calm, unhealth. All these things follow. Here at Komorebi, what we're here to do is try and do something about those things. And we have a plan and some activities and an environment by the sea where we can calm the nervous system, build a person back up with self-love and self-worth, get those wings of self-expression back up, the laughter, the joy, the entitlement. You see, the important thing is we don't actually need to change wherever we are, wherever we're stuck, whatever we think of ourselves. We just need to remove all that trauma that isn't us. And when we learn how to do that and how to heal, when we remove that trauma and that clutter, what we find is that beautiful, authentic person that always existed. That's you. I do hope you'll come and see us and hear more. Bye for now. Hopefully you'll listen to one of our future videos. Goodbye.